excited to hear Tracey. Oh yeah, Tracey, I explained to Tracey what a great group of ladies we have and gentlemen. But we just love these meetings and just the energy that you guys bring, but we're very casual, as you know. Shawn and I like to have fun, and that's part of what makes this business so great is that, whatever fits your personality, it's perfect. It's perfect. You don't have to try to fit a mold. So anyway, I'm not going to take up any more time. I want to hand this right over to Tracey.
Awesome. Well, it is a pleasure being here with all of you. And thank you so much for taking time out on a Friday night, right? How many of you hold a job outside of Younique, right? And
I do.
Friday
My
night
kids.
comes, it's the end of the week, and you're ready to go home or go out and have dinner with your family, whatever that is, and instead you drove here to this beautiful location, and I heard did a couple people fly in? Let me see here. A few people. That's what I thought.
Woo! Wow.
To have you here. In all seriousness,
Nice.
here's what I always say, especially Friday evening and all day Saturday. I really do thank you from the bottom of my heart, because here's what it says. When I look out at each and every one of you, listen, we only give time to things that are important to us. To be quite
Amen.
honest with you, some of you thought, you know what, it's been a long week. I'm tired, it's Friday, get some things done on my list, right? Come have a list. The list that never ends. As women, we take 2 things off our list and we add 5 more, right? Okay, I will say this quickly. Men are so much more healthier than us. Years ago, here's what I used to think to myself. You know how men have this cute little pocket at the top of their jeans? That teeny little pocket? On Saturdays, they make a list that can go on a 2x2 piece of paper. They put it in their top little jean pocket. They get it done. They then watch ball, and we are mad at them, right? Our list is a mile long, and I can't believe you're sitting in front of the television while I'm having to do all this stuff. What is wrong with you? You need to come and help me, right? But it is so true, isn't it? I do know that's the only part of their life I'll say they're healthier than us. Other than that, we kick butt. That's all I'm going to say about that. We can multitask like
That's
no
right.
other, let me tell you. And that is so much the truth. But in all seriousness, here's what I do know, and I do mean this from the bottom of my heart. We only give time to things that are important to us, right? Because there are so many other things that we could be doing. So for me, what this says is that this business is important to you. It's the only reason why you're here. And I really tonight, if you haven't thought about it, I really want you to get connected to your why and why this business. So let me ask you real quickly though, how many have never been in direct sales before? Raise your hand, because I want to see, keep it up, because I have to just in my head. So I'm going to say this is well over half of the room, right? And here's what I want you to think about, is what is your why? Why did you join this business? Is it for a little bit of extra cash? Was it just because I needed to provide something for my family? I needed the sisterhood, whatever that is. Because here's what we're going to go through in the next hour or so and talk to you about, is I want to make sure that we at corporate provide you with the tools and the training so that you can make sure that whatever your why is being fulfilled. And here's what I'm going to tell you as well. So many people, as I've traveled up the years, and I'll share a little more about my story. So I, this September, have been in direct sales on the corporate side of the business, loving people like you for 19 years.
Wow.
My
Amen.
kids were 5 months and 5 years old, and a couple weeks ago, they turned 19 and 24.
Wow.
So this has pretty much been my adult livelihood, right? I was about 24 years old when I started into the business. But here's what I soon and quickly learned, is I want you to know I'm not here to define to you what success is. Only you can define what success is. Many have said to me over the years as I've traveled, oh, Tracey, I thought you were going to stand there. And you were going to tell me that I needed to do X amount of dollars and I needed to do this and that. I'm like, no. This is what I loved about this business and why I stayed with it, why I wrote my personal mission statement at the age of 16, that I wanted to empower women. and over the years that involve and empower women, and for them to be able to tap into whatever success is for them, but them to be able to tap into their own personal development, and that you feel confident in whatever that is. And what I learned was over the years that there were times women would come up to me, and you know what? They started this business because myself, single mom of 2 children, right, juggling the corporate job, doing all this, I'll share later with you. I also, at one point in my career, because I know the most amazing mentor who said to me, Tracey, if you really want to lead these women and provide them with training and be able to really help them, then you need to be alongside them in the field. You need to be able to be out with them and never make a decision behind a desk. But something he said to me that I didn't realize until he passed away was that what he was also saying to me is, Tracey, you need to be in the field alongside them, but you need to be able to walk in their shoes. So what I also want you to know was when at that moment that I had the big aha moment, that felt like it was like a big brick that came falling on my head, is I also signed up to be a consultant. So there I was, before Facebook. Before cell phones. Oh, let me just tell you about this. I love this. Because I joined, right, I was home parties. That was the only way to do direct sales at home parties. And on Wednesdays, I'll never forget, my mentor right away said to me, Tracey, we're gonna talk about this. She connected me to my wife. What do you want out of this business? And she would check into me, with me, she'd say, is this business providing you with that? She always wanted to check in. What is your why? Whatever that why is, how is it going to make a difference in your life? How will your life be impacted? And is this business providing you that? And if I couldn't say it was, she'd say, what do we need to do differently? What do we need to be able to put in place? And I'm going to say this to all of you. We're going to talk a little bit about business hours and setting boundaries, okay? Because I'm going to say something. I love this business more than anything else in life because I've seen it change women's lives. But I'm going to be really honest and transparent with you. Because this business is so amazing, and because we are natural nurturers, and because we put everybody else first. And lots of times, and I don't know why as women, we even put people first over our families. We'll be on our phone, and our children say, Mom, here, one more minute, just wait, one more thing, this guy did that, right? But we're so ADD and squirrel, right? That I'm just gonna answer this one message, which then I start looking for the answer, and then I start doing this, and 2 other messages came in, and next thing you know, 2 hours have gone by, all right?
Woo!
Can anybody relate to this?
Okay.
All right.
Double.
This is not where I was gonna start, but this is where we're gonna start. I said to Sherry, sometimes I'm just led to
But
say
we're
what I
women.
was
We
not
could do
part
that.
of it right now. All right, so we're gonna talk, okay, and then we're gonna get to what we're doing at corporate to help and support you, okay? Here is what I'm gonna say about boundaries. Because I've seen this business change people's lives, no matter what it was. If it was that extra $50 a month that changed your life, that you could pay that one extra bill that kept you out of bankruptcy, that I could send my child to practice, that I could go once a month and have my nails done, right? A lot of people say that all I wanted, Tracey, was to get a pedicure. That would have meant the world to me. Everything else goes towards my family, all right? Here's what I say to you about boundaries. Is because I love this business so much, and I tell you, I have also seen it go break us down, and sometimes destroy relationships. And I'm being way honest right now, all right? So here is what you do. You're gonna walk away today. I don't know who I'm speaking to right now, but I feel like I need to be speaking to somebody. So you are gonna walk away and you're gonna start setting boundaries. You have a business. Business owners have business hours, all right? I understand you have a virtual business. I understand that every time that phone pings, dings, plays music, whatever it is, that we can't even help ourselves but to look, right? We can't.
Are you crying already?
And then we just think one more, because my goodness, we can't do it in the morning. No way, right? Because we'll forget. Not that I'm guilty of that.
True.
So, I don't know why I'm starting here, but here we go. Oh my goodness.
Tissue.
It is, isn't it?
It's the truth.
Here's a couple things I want you to walk away from here today. Here's a couple things you're gonna do. You're gonna let your customer base know, or your team know, or whatever it is. I was at a meeting,
Yes.
The executive vice president of sales, you just blame it on me, girl. I don't even care. All good.
It's videotaped.
Tracey said, I have to set business hours. I am a business owner.
Yes.
On my email signature, I'm gonna
Yes.
put my business hours. On
Yes.
my cell phone, my voicemail is gonna say thank you for reaching whoever, and my business hours are, okay? I am even gonna set, if I have to, a separate email address for my team or whatever, but we're on Facebook a lot. Here's what I say to you, how many of you have a Google Plus, have a Google number? Does anybody know? We're gonna learn how to use
I don't know how to
Google
use it.
number and some features. What is your name, sweetheart?
Brenda.
Brenda. Okay, Brenda, listen to me. Google Plus. And I'm being so serious about this. I don't want you burned out. What you don't know is after being in this business for 14 years, I traveled on the road 47 to 49 weeks a year. I have the most amazing children in the world because I couldn't do it without that, okay? And I will admit this. But at the end of the day, I'm out there helping them build business plans, creating whatever success was. But you know what they really wanted? They wanted their life back. They were tired, they were stressed out, energy was zapped. They wanted their relationships back in their life. Because here's what I know, if I could empower you to do that, the business techniques would come, to be quite honest. I resigned from that business. I went back to school to be a holistic health practitioner. I wanted to re-enter direct sales and holistically help you build you. That was it. That was all. As a whole woman, as the business owner, as the mother, as the wife, as whatever that was. All right? I said, no, I'm coming back with a vengeance this time. Because I'm not letting anybody burn out. That's not what we're doing. Google, let's talk about the features. Because here is what I'm going to say to you. I'm going to come back over here, Brenda. We're going to sit on this side and we're going to stand here just a little bit right now, all right? Here's the thing. Because the pings and dings come in, and here's it too. I'm going to stop up for a minute. Think about it. As women, we have this list that we need to get through. By the time we do the dinner, the kids, whatever, it's not till 11 o'clock midnight that sometimes I get through the list, and I'm sending messages to people, right? So unfortunately, it's the team or the customer, and they're finally getting to you, sending you the private message on Facebook, the text message. Well, can I tell you, most of the time when I do so, I'm just getting it off my list, right? I love checking off, so I can add 5 more things. But I love checking off. But most of the time, I don't expect you to answer me. But when we receive it on the other end, as the receiver, we're going, oh my gosh, I can't, first of all, I can't believe she just messaged me. She just think I work my business all the time, right? You do think these things. I think these things, folks, right? I think, are you serious right now? But then I have to remind myself, Tracey, they're just at the end of the night. They're trying to get off the list. They've been wanting to message you for probably a week now. Get into it. We've all been there. Here's what I'm going to say to you. You have my permission. Couple things. Google Plus, here's the beautiful part. If you want to have, first, right, you have business cards. Sometimes I always did want to put out my public number to everybody. I would start, because I have a business and I'm a business owner, I would start my own business number to put on my business cards. On the free Google Plus number, it rings into my cell phone, but I could then put limits on it. At 9 p.m. at night, if I didn't want to hear my phone ring from the Google Plus number, or I mean from the Google number, I keep saying Google Plus. Google Voice. I'm so used to Google Plus. My life is Google Plus lately. So Google Plus.